Hi, my name is Marc Shipman-Mueller. I'm a product manager at ARRI, and I will give you a brief rundown of the Alexa Mini LF camera, which is the big hit at the show here. We've been really busy all day. So here's the Mini LF, which is essentially a mini-sized body with an Alexa LF sensor in it. The LF sensor gives you a great-looking large format image with reduced noise, which gives you higher usable sensitivity. The camera is slightly different from the Alexa Mini. Of course, there's the sensor, but also on the side here we have a new media bay that you feed a Codex Compact Drive 1 terabyte. The Codex Compact Drive 1 terabyte can hold MXF ARRI RAW or MXF ProRes, and you can download it with the Codex reader, which you can then see on your computer without any extra software. So no license, no extra software, no driver is necessary. Also from Codex there is something called HDE, which allows you to, during downloading, encode the ARRI RAW to reduce the file size by 40%, which is a fantastic thing. Now the other thing that's new about this camera is the Viewfinder. This is a new viewfinder called the MVF2 Multi-Viewfinder 2, which has a 1920 by 1080 OLED display built in here that is temperature controlled. So even when you're shooting in the cold, you're shooting in the desert, still have the proper color balance in the viewfinder. We have an ARRI Cam eyepiece that has a built-in eyepiece heater, so when the viewfinder gets fogged, it turns it off, it takes care of that. And then there's a flip-out monitor. This is a new flip-out monitor. It's a 4-inch display that the operator can look at like this. The operator can also work the menu like this, or you can flip it over. Now the assistant can see. There's a new cable that connects the viewfinder to the camera. It's an industrial standard called the Co-Express, and this is a relatively thin, flexible cable that transports power, audio, video, and the control signal all over one cable. This cable goes up to 33 feet, so you can actually use the viewfinder as a remote control if you so choose. So on the back of the camera, there used to be the C Fast card on the Mini. Now we have a new audio connector that has a 6-pin. One of the new pins is 12 volts, so you can feed a preamp or a wireless audio receiver. There's a regulated, dedicated 12-volt accessory power output, regulated, dedicated 24-volt accessory power output, and another new pin here is a sync-in pin that takes a video gen-log signal. The camera takes anything from 11 to 34 volts, so it's a 12-volt camera, so you can use all your regular 14.4-volt onboard batteries, and it doesn't actually use that much more power than the Mini. We recently measured ARRI RAW 24 frames a second with the viewfinder on at 65 watts. In terms of the accessories, since the camera has the same shape as the Alexa Mini and the same attachment points, most of the accessories that fit on the Mini also fit on the Mini LF. There are two exceptions. First, there's this bracket here. Because the media base here, the existing Mini side brackets don't fit, so there's a new Mini side bracket called MSB3, and we have a new clamp that connects the battery adapter to the camera, and this moves the whole thing over a little bit to the side to make space for that second row of connectors. This camera is part of a large format camera system that consists of the Alexa LF and the Mini LF. They're a team. This guy goes up to 60 frames a second, the Alexa LF goes up to 150 frames a second, and there's a couple things the Alexa LF does that the Mini LF doesn't do. For instance, the Alexa LF has 3 independent outputs, and the Mini LF has 2 semi-independent outputs, so there's a reason to shoot with both. We're seeing that a lot of people still shoot with the SXT, and the XT is the A camera, and then the Mini is the B/CD camera, and we think that something very similar is going to happen here to the Alexa LF and the Mini LF. The system is completed by the ARRI Signature Prime lenses, 16 lenses from 12 to 280 millimeters, specifically designed for large format, even though you can also use them on your Mini. We've seen a bunch of shows now being using Mini cameras with Signature Prime lenses, and they just have a really beautiful image quality, specifically skin tones, and that's why people really want to use them. So that's it from NAB. Thank you very much.